So if you think getting a divorce in Nigeria is just about signing divorce papers and then you can get on your way, a lot of people think that you can just get a divorce by signing divorce papers or signing documents and then you just walk away, and then they get into it and discover there's a whole lot of things that are involved. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 major misconceptions about divorce in Nigeria. So let's just get right into the video. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the 3 major misconceptions about divorce in Nigeria. And the first on the top of my list, which is the most common, is just signing divorce papers. So a lot of people think that for you to get divorced, all you need to do is just sign papers and then the divorce will be over. But there's a whole lot that's involved in it as well. So if you did statutory marriage, you did a marriage under the act, or you did what we also call, court marriage, it is presumed, or the law says that that kind of marriage is a marriage under the act. It is a marriage that is recognized by law, and two people cannot just agree on their own to dissolve that marriage. It must be dissolved by a judgment or order of a court. Now, for you to get that judgment, you have to file a petition. So even if both parties have agreed that, this marriage is not working out, let us go and end the marriage, both of you cannot end the marriage like that. One of you must file a petition. And if you're filing a petition, you must give substantial reasons why you want to have, the marriage, or why you want the marriage, or why the marriage has ended. And those reasons must specifically state, and you must also give evidence. Part of the reasons is, number one, that the marriage has broken down irretrievably. That is the major reason for a divorce. And before you even file a petition for divorce, the marriage must have lasted for at least 2 years. So if your marriage is before 2 years, or it's not up to 2 years, then you have no business filing a petition. But if it is up to 2 years, then you must file a petition stating these reasons. The first reason is that the marriage has broken down irretrievably and there's no reconciliation. You have tried every way, or you have tried every means to reconcile, but it is not working. And the reasons that it has broken down irretrievably, number one is adultery. Number two is that you and your partner have lived apart for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, or that your partner went missing for a considerable amount of time, usually is 7 years, and you presume that that partner has died. Or that, which is the most common of all, is that you cannot reasonably be expected to live with that person, which is the hardest to prove, by the way, because you have to really show that it's either the person is a drunkard, a habitual drunkard, or the person uses drug, or it is unsafe, or the person is battering you, or is unsafe to live with that person. You cannot just decide that you want to dissolve the marriage after you have presented it to court with your evidence and everything. If both parties decide that okay, they don't want to go into the intricacies of fighting it or contesting the divorce, then you will now go do what we call like a terms of settlement, sit down, agree, and then submit it still to the court. So it will still be the court who gets to decide if actually the marriage should be dissolved. So the power or the answer is in the court's docket or in the court's hand. The court will now decide based on what you have presented to the court to decide whether that marriage should be dissolved or not. So in some cases it may not be dissolved, in some cases it will be dissolved, but ordinarily you cannot sign divorce papers just like that to dissolve a marriage. Now the second misconception is that divorce is quick and easy. Okay, it's not something that is just, even when people agree, it takes a lot of time, or it takes some time. It can take from 6 months to 2 years. Now the reason why it will not take a lot of time is because both parties have come to the agreement that okay, we want this marriage to end, and we have agreed that okay, the children will be living with this person, or that we have agreed that there will be a monthly allowance. If there is no children, we have agreed that this marriage has ended. Then it will not take long. But if they are contesting the marriage, because the process is this: once you file a petition, they will assign it to a court, and assigning it to a court alone takes like 3 weeks. After they have assigned it, the other party will be presented with the petition. If they now want to contest it, or they want to file a reply, they will file a reply. Once they have filed a reply, you also will have to file something else, and then before it is set down for hearing. And the hearing is going to take a bit of a time if both parties are contesting it. So to do a divorce is not something that you can just say, oh, nobody can actually give you a particular time when it will start and it will end. When I'm dealing with clients, I always say I cannot really give you a particular time, because we don't know what happens unless we have filed the petition. Unless the petition is presented to the other party, then you will know whether the other party wants to contest it or not. So there is no really a particular time frame. It's only faster if the other party is not contesting it. So it's not something that is really quick and easy. Now, the third and the last misconception, which is on my list, I know that some of those misconceptions are not exhaustible, but these are the major ones that I'm talking about today. So the third one is that the court will give you everything you ask. And I see this a lot in most clients, that they'll come and tell you that, okay, I want you to put in the petition that my husband should be giving me 2 million naira every month. He should be giving me 5 million naira every month. That is not how it works. Now, the court is going to be very fair. The judge is expected to be very fair, not to even look at emotions or anything. What happens is that they will look at the circumstance of the case, what is fair and what is just. You can't be asking for 2 million naira if the person is a civil servant, because we also look at what is the income of the person. Can that particular person provide for what you're asking for? Because the court will not just give you because you asked for it. Sometimes they'll say, okay, I've been a good wife, I've been helping, so I deserve to have the property, or I deserve to keep the children. What the court will look at also is also the interest of the children. Will it be safe for the children to be with their mother, or will it be safe for the children to be with their father? Irrespective of what you ask for, the court is going to wait and think about which one is going to best benefit the children, in this case if they are children, or be fair to both parties. So the misconception that is because you asked, that's why the court will just give it to you. The court is not a Father Christmas. So you need to be reasonable with your demands, or be reasonable with whatever it is that you're asking for. Now, a divorce is way more than a breakup or a relationship. It takes a lot. It has a lot of delicate intricacies. You want to be sure that you're speaking to a proper legal professional before you even venture into it. So if you're somebody that is thinking about it, or you want to go about it, you want to have the proper and right information. If this video was helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe and share. You never know who might need it. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between customary marriage and then court marriage. So you want to watch my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Until I see you guys again. Bye.